Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's Dan Harkins, and today we are going to talk about Ana in the competitive scene. This is Xbox One footage, as I do not play this on the PC currently. So, if you are playing Overwatch competitive, then you probably know there is this stigma of a person using Ana. That stigma is, oh shit, we're going to lose this game, and it's going to be 110% on the Ana because she's terrible. And I think it's an unfair reputation that she's received in the competitive scene, especially playing solo queue. If I pick Ana, what's going to happen? One, someone's going to ask me to switch to Lucio, Mercy, or Zenyatta, or they're just going to leave because they've accepted that, hey, this person has picked Ana, we have no chance on surviving. And they haven't even let the game start or to see how things are going to go. Now, Ana is a difficult support hero to use, and I don't think she should ever out-heal Zenyatta, Mercy, or Lucio. But what I think she brings to the table is impact heals. The heals that she does make in the gameplay are very impactful for winning the games. And some people just don't see when Ana's healing them, you know, that they could have been dead in 2 seconds, but thanks to a nice biotic grenade and a few shots, they're back in action. Especially Pharahs or Reapers who are wraith forming out. I can drop those heals on them from afar and do well. But her heals are important because of how fast she can get the health up. You know, Zenyatta's orb, it's not the best way of healing. You can put it on many people and sure, you're getting the healing over the game. And Mercy can also do a very nice well of getting people up in health, but Ana hands down is the fastest person from getting someone up really quick in a fight. But she is reliant on accuracy, and if you're not accurate with your shots, you're not a good Ana. And that's why it takes a lot of practice and timing to get her shots down. Now, do I have that all down? Hell no, I don't. But what I strive for in these games is to shoot for 58, 60% or more accuracy, because that at least lets me know that I'm hitting most of my shots more than, you know, what I should be hitting. If you can hit 70, 80, then you probably should be playing McCree if you're that accurate. Now, Ana's shots and those hitboxes for her teammates are pretty generous, so you can probably land those shots pretty well. But anytime I notice that my accuracy is not high up, then I know I'm not making an impact positively on my team. Essentially, I'm bringing them down. And there are games where I just couldn't hit anybody, wasn't doing well, and I just need to switch to someone else. Now, it isn't always the case on accuracy. Sometimes you're sit at the 48%, but those 48 shots were impactful to the game. And this doesn't just include healing shots. This is just general. If there's a group of enemies, I'm just spamming shots, get some chip damage to help our flankers go through and take them out. I think that's also important. But if I'm sitting at like 30% or lower, then I know that I am having a really bad game with Ana, and I'll just switch off because that's important. But Ana is a great support hero, and that's what this video is about. She should be relied on as a reliable healer. She might not get 9 or 10,000 heals depending on the game type and what you're playing, but she can make those healing calls that bring someone back to life in the game. And her grenade is also a great thing to have, especially if you're facing a Lucio, Zenyatta, or a Roadhog, because that essentially takes their regen, their debuff, and that's it. They're donezo. You get a teammate in there, you kill them, and out of all the heroes, the person I'm most comfortable with facing a Roadhog is Ana, because she can debuff him and take his own self-regeneration ability away. She's great for that. And that healing grenade also boosts all types of healing. So say you're working in conjunction with a Lucio and you throw that bitch on your whole team, everyone's gonna get healed up really nicely, and that's what's important. But the most important fact of her kit is her ultimate. It's quick to charge, and it can literally make or break the game, especially for those pushes where you just want to drop someone in and have them go through and just fuck the other team up. That's where Ana's ultimate comes into play. But sometimes you'll aim on someone and another teammate will get in their way, say a human form diva, and you just hope for the best at that point. Maybe she'll just go in there and tear everyone up. It happens, but mostly I aim for Reinhardt, Pharah, Reaper, and communication is important in solo queue on the console. There's no chat box where I can chat and tell people. Most people don't use mics. I can try to use a headset. I don't know. But what I can use is the chat reel to say, hey, my ultimate's ready. This is broadcasting that I'm ready to send someone in to the battle to fuck shit up. And I wait to see who's gonna say my ult's ready. And I've had Reapers say, yay, you know what? I'm ready, group up. Same thing with Pharah. I do it, and it's basically a team kill. And it's a fantastic feeling. But there's sometimes, like a Reinhardt, where Reinhardt's main goal, is to initiate those fights, to push in, make the enemy team uncomfortable where he's at. Sometimes if Reinhardt doesn't push and he backs away, I had one game the other night with Winston, and it was on Eichenwald, wall here, and I need him to just go in there to just take people out, at least buy us some time, because they're going to push this thing right into it. So I nano boost him, and what does he do? He doesn't take advantage of it, and he scales back. Here's the thing you have to understand as a person who's playing with Ana. Expect that you are going to get nano boosted, and you are going to make a difference, especially if you're a Reinhardt. You are like the primary target for the nano boost to go through and just mess up the team. And don't be shying away, because here's the thing about Ana. I can keep healing you. If you're fighting people, I can scope in and heal you. You don't have to worry about dying. Well, you might still need to worry about dying, because after the nano boost goes away, if we're outnumbered, then yeah, we're probably going to go down. But if we can knock off 3 or 4 enemies, or even 2 important people, healers, then I think it's a win-win. But some people just don't take advantage of Ana when she does the ultimate, and when that happens, it's frustrating. And even though it's a fast charge, it could also break the game. By nano boost, you don't take advantage of it, then what was the point of everything that we're doing? And the worst case is you nano boost a Reinhardt, he charges and goes off the map. Funny as it is, it sucks, because it is just a waste, or they die immediately. And Reinhardt is the main guy for those nano boosts. And that's kind of my order, is Reinhardt if we're going to make a push. But if a Reaper, Soldier 76 is actually surprisingly really good with the nano boost, as long as a Zarya and Reinhardt aren't alive. Because if they are, they're just going to shield it, and there's really nothing you can do. But I have a friend who plays Soldier 76, and I will nano boost him, and it is not uncommon to get 4 nano boost assists each time I do this, because he just goes out and clears everyone out. And that's kind of where Ana falls into the competitive mindset, is she can be such a great benefit, but only to the effect that the team, relies on you and positions themselves correctly. If there's no enemies and you're hurt, you don't need to be jumping all around. Stay in a place, let Ana heal you, because that's actually what's probably making it more difficult for Ana players to heal, is people just moving all over. Like, look at, thank you. He just stops. He takes the heals, he goes back in. That's all he needs to do. And that's what is important for Ana, is people also understanding that I'm not Lucio. I can't walk up next to you and heal you. I'm not Zenyatta. I can't throw my ball at you to heal you. And I'm not Mercy. I can't go over and start saving you. But what I can do is if you just settle down for just a quick moment, I can drop heals to you. And I understand in the thick of battle, that's where it comes down to thinking on your feet, making sure your shots hit, and if you can hit like 50 or 60%, you're probably doing okay. So I wouldn't really complain about that. And guess what? You might still lose because enemy team's just better, or you had poor teammates. And I don't like to put everything on the teammates. I like to be very critical about myself. What did I do? What type of mistakes did I make while playing as Ana? And did those mistakes cost us the game? And I've had plays where I wasn't healing my shots. I got taken out extremely quick and I had bad positioning. So what do? Do I cry and complain about it? No. Learn from it. Mistakes aren't all bad. Sure, you might lose the game and you might go down in rank, but you have to learn from your mistakes. And that is something we'll have to leave for another video because I don't want to go into that because that's a topic all in itself, people. But Ana is a great support hero, and I don't think you should give up on your team because someone picked Ana. See how they do, and that's what kind of sucks without having a scoreboard. You don't know how people are performing, and I also understand why there isn't a scoreboard because the toxicity of players would probably just go way up. But I say practice her out in quick play, and if you can start averaging that 50-60% accuracy, you can probably go into competitive and make a big difference because people expect Zenyatta or Lucio, and they're still great people to synergize with. If I have a Zenyatta, we're good to go. Got a Lucio, we're fantastic. They can focus on healing or switching to speed boost while I drop some heals. It's all super important, and all that synergy, that's what this game is about, is team coordination. Even in solo queue, it can still be done. However, it's not exactly easy. I can tell you I bounced back between 23 and 2400 just trying to get her up to platinum. It just wasn't happening because here's the unfortunate analysis of Ana is she can't always carry the game like Lucio and Zenyatta, and that's kind of why people say, yo, pick them, because she is dependent on a good team. DPS to take out flankers so she doesn't die. Ties back into you can't die. If you get killed, then what can you do? You can't save anybody. You're gonna die. So, like I said, it's a two-way street. For me to heal, I have to stay alive. And if you're a Reaper, if you are a soldier, that's kind of your job. Do it well, I can benefit you. That's all I wanted to say, guys. It's been a while since I made a video, but wanted to get back into this and kind of focus on Overwatch. Still gonna do some Call of Duty shit, especially with Infinite Warfare dropping, but at this point in time, I kind of want to look at just focusing on Overwatch, or maybe possibly splitting the channel and making a new channel for Overwatch. And I know there's tons of channels. Everyone's talking about Overwatch. Everything that can be said has been said, and I get that, but from a console perspective, it is just a little bit more different. And see, not too terrible. Obviously have to like myself because, you know, that's what a narcissistic assholes, that's what we do. We like ourselves. But let's kind of take a look at this. So accuracy 57, 68. It's okay. It's close to 60. But, you know, when you get those games 40 or 30, that's where you kind of want to look at and say, hey, well, maybe I should switch out. Because at the end of the day, you want to win games. And if you can get on a team that coordinates, then you'll do well. And you can see I'm just bouncing in the 2300 at the time. I started at 2451. Then I went on this tangent to say, you know what? Let me just kind of use Ana for 7 hours straight and see how we do. And the answer was not that fantastic, not as a solo queue, but I definitely learned a lot, and that's something that you can too. You can learn a lot from playing somebody. So that's it, folks. Y'all have a good one, and you're never gonna see what's in this box.